Hello, I'm doing a video today to anticipate the end of week 6 for two reasons. One, because I finished grading your annotated bibliographies with a couple of very minor exceptions where I've asked a couple of people some questions. I have used your grades that you've given me and given you feedback. I had a great question earlier in the week about how you actually see my feedback. So I'm going to show that to you in this video right here. So if you go to the annotated bibliography assignment, it should look something like this. And you'll notice the document, so mine's called Monstrous Women Bibliography because I needed an example to upload. But if you look to the right, you'll see a little button here that says View Feedback. That's where you actually can see the feedback that I've given you. So the bulk of the feedback that I've given you is in this highlight and note style. So if you look, there's little highlights to the left and then my comment on that on the right in a bubble. Some of the bubbles, when the comments get long, sometimes the bubbles require you to click on them to expand it to see the whole thing. And occasionally I'll use the strike through if there's something that you've added that I thought was you didn't need, or I'll use a highlight just to say, check this for a couple of things. There might be some stray marks in there too. I mean, I don't know. I get excited with the highlighter. So that is that's how you view feedback for this document and any past documents that you've seen. I also wanted to show you, I forgot, I wanted to show you that if you check, so we're on the same screen, if you look on the left-hand side for grades, this is a screen where you can see where I have commented on anything. So this is the test student. Now for all of you, anything that you've turned in will have these little bubbles to the side. That means that I've actually given some sort of a comment on it. And for most of that, it's a little bit more extensive than see my comments in the document. So if you're not seeing regular comments on everything that you turn in, including every discussion post and every assignment, then make sure you're checking one of these two ways. Some of it's pretty minimal, especially when I feel like you got the assignment, it's doing what it needed to do for you. I may not have that much to say, but if there's something that I think that you can benefit from, I'll say it. Okay, and then for the rest of the week, remember that you have a second post due on the Advancing the Argument. So this is me anticipating the end of the week, but it's not over. So do finish by asking some additional questions to your peers in the Advancing the Argument board. The rest of the weekend, I'll be on a plane on Saturday. I'll be around though the rest of the week. If you have technical questions, be absolutely sure that you're asking support at iliff.edu for help. Otherwise, I will be back Thursday evening, so just before your Thursday posts are due. I think they're pretty straightforward this week as far as what's due then. Remember, you're always checking that task list to be sure that you're getting what you need for the week. I just wanted to do, again, because this is the wrap up, even though it's Friday, I just wanted to say what a great job you did on the annotated bibliographies as a whole. I think you found some really interesting sources. I think the literature review will benefit from the great work that you've done so far in finding all those good sources. You're all doing some good conversations with the material, right? So you're not just making a pile. That was step one. Now you're actually starting to think about how these books are making the arguments that they're making, how these articles are engaging with the material, and you're talking about them in relationship to your own thesis topic. I've talked in other videos about literature review, so I'll leave that to there. But thank you again for great work in week 6. Your advancing the argument board, the things that I've seen so far have been great. Some of you interpreted the questions just a little bit differently, but I liked how you did. So it's great. I mean, there's nothing, if I didn't like it, I said so in the comments. So thank you. Thanks for your work. You're doing great. Remember, check all those videos about learning about literature review, and be sure that you're giving me your grade at the end of the literature review per your learning agreement with me. All right, have a wonderful weekend and a great first part of next week. And don't hesitate to email, and don't hesitate to drop a line on the general questions board. Thanks very much.